surfing. That's all we want to do. That's all we ever do.
What were 5 Dalton State employees doing in Los Angeles in late June? Not just to see the scenery, although they did visit Hollywood, Santa Monica, Rodeo Drive, and see lots of traffic and eat at lots of good restaurants. I'll just leave it. They were there to attend the Association of American Colleges and Universities Institute on High Impact Practices at UCLA and to chart a course for implementing high impact practices at Dalton State. But before we talk about what the team did, what are high impact practices? Referred to as HIPs, high impact practices are 10 well-researched and well-supported aspects of an undergraduate curriculum that result in the most learning gains, the highest engagement, the most satisfaction and outcomes for graduates.
Being here at the High Impact Practices Institute has been an amazing transformational experience. It's really been interesting because, you know, I'm a second year assistant professor at Dalton State, and a lot of other places would say, well, you know, you're a newbie, you really don't know the culture, you don't know anything, and I feel very appreciative to be asked to be a part of this team. And I think to really get involved in thinking through what it is that we need to do to help our students have a very solid education, and that the high impact practices is an essential way to do that.
The high impact practices are first-year experience courses, learning communities, common intellectual experiences, collaborative learning, service learning, diversity experiences through study abroad and study away, undergraduate research, internships, capstone experiences, and writing intensive courses. Even more, students from underserved populations, which represents over 75% of Dalton State students, see the largest outcomes in learning, satisfaction, and persistence from high-impact practices. We could show you a lot of slides and charts, but this one is representative. But why do they work? High-impact practices work because a true high-impact practice is not just trying something occasionally in a course to see if it works. High-impact practices have 8 essential characteristics, or quality matrices, as the AAC&U calls them. Significant investment of time and effort by students over an extended period of time is the first, followed by interactions with faculty and peers about substantive matters, intentional intellectual experiences with diversity, frequent, timely, and constructive feedback, periodic, structured opportunities to reflect and integrate learning, opportunities to discover relevance of learning through real-world applications, and public demonstrations of competence. Who says all this about the high-impact practices? Well, here is just a sample of the research. The team can give you some more reading material if you are interested in more information about high-impact practices. So enough about that. Let's get back to California. For 4 days, the intrepid travelers to UCLA interacted with peer institutions, took in the wisdom of the institute faculty, and mostly worked on the action plan for Dalton State to initiate high-impact practices.
Yeah, no, that's my reaction. I still haven't figured out how this works.
Here's our team working diligently to get our action plan and presentation ready for Friday afternoon.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that is so fun. Printing that on a t-shirt.
The 5 Roadrunners were Assistant Professor of Biology Elizabeth Lucht, Director of Career Services Stephanie Womack, Associate Professor of Biology Marina Smitherman, Assistant Professor in the School of Education, Brian Hibbs, and Professor of Communication, Barbara Tucker.
And this team has worked beyond every night. Every other team has gone to dinner and had some fun, messed around, and our team has worked for hours at a time straight with pure dedication and motivation, and that is with a love for our students. And so it's hard, like now I'm looking at our plan and thinking it's amazing because of the team that we brought, and I think that makes me very grateful, and I think that when we get back to campus we've got a lot of motivation to build on. And so I'm excited.
At the beginning of the Institute, we were asked to draw a visual representation or metaphor for our institution's relationship to high-impact practices. The team came up with the image of a mountain with successive peaks and valleys, successes and obstacles, very much like the college journey of our students. As we worked on the plan, we realized the mountain poster was a good inspiration for the plan and for the branding. At the end of the Institute, we had to give our presentation about our action plan. And let's just say we rocked. The key thought behind high-impact practices is excellence through experience. The 4-year plan will focus on 7 of the 10 high-impact practices. For the sophomore year, the emphases will be service learning, study abroad, study away, and diversity, and collaborative learning experiences. For the junior year, undergraduate research and internships will be the focus. For the students' senior year, the capstone course and writing intensive courses will help them finish their undergraduate experience.
And I think that's something really special about Dalton State, that we're able to give our students that opportunity, and that so many of us are focused on that rather than just saying it's my job, I have to do it. And so this is an experience I never thought I would have 2 years out of grad school, where we studied this institute and we studied these high impact practices, and now I finally get the opportunity to try to implement them. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I'm excited to get back to Dalton and try to make it happen on campus.
When our action plan is implemented and successful, I'm excited that we're going to have students who apply to Dalton State because they have heard from former graduates how meaningful the experience was. A lot of students, currently specifically seek out institutions that they think are a good fit for them, and this is going to set our institution apart and give us that special reason why a student would make it a first choice college. And it will be a destination that students will seek upon high school graduation. These high impact practices are going to permeate from as soon as our first set of graduates graduate with their 4 years of experiences through our action plan, all the way back down to the high school.
The high impact practices are a critical component of Dalton State College's work on helping students be successful. As an access institution, student success is an important part of our institutional mission, and it's also part of our strategic plan going forward. And so I'm very proud of the work of the team that went to Los Angeles to learn how to implement high impact practices across our curriculum. And certainly we have high impact practices already at Dalton State, but we're going to make those practices permeate the culture of the institution, which will really impact our students greatly.
If we are wildly successful, if we do a good job implementing this action plan, I think certainly in the first year or two, we want everyone well versed. People will know what high impact practices are. The students will ask for them. The faculty will ask us to help them embed them in the class, and the staff will be keen to support them because everyone is committed, everyone is united in wanting our students to become successful global citizens that represent us well. When they go out from Dalton State and local employers say, hey, we want more of your graduates because the graduates that we've created really represent us well. And I think that's what we hope to get out of this in the long run.
During the first year of the plan, we will focus on building awareness, understanding, and collaboration for the future implementation of high-impact practices. The following years will focus on 2 or 3 practices a year and build on them. Stay tuned for more information on how you can provide higher impact for our graduates.
surfing